Good morning and welcome to Fort William. I'm just currently in my tent. I've had my breakfast, or I'm having my breakfast. It's still dark outside. The rest of the campsite is still fast asleep. Been up, had a shower, and I'm just about ready to go. I just wait for first light and then I'll shoot off. Didn't do a video yesterday because obviously it was just me arriving to the campsite, put my tent up and chilling out, and nobody's interested in that. So today the fun starts. So watch this space. Ben Nevis via the Cairn Morg Deirig Arret. Apologies for pronunciation if that's completely wrong. But yeah, so watch this space and we'll see how we get on. Good morning. So I'm off. First light. Looks like it's going to be an overcast day today. That said, with a bit of luck, that means less people will be out on the trail, less busy, blah blah blah. So, if you didn't already know or haven't read any of my updates on Facebook, today's walk is Ben Nevis. However, I'm hoping to go the slightly harder route, which is the Cairn Morg Deirig Arret route. Hope I pronounced that right. Apologies to any Scottish people if I've pronounced that wrong. And then when I get to the top of Cairn Morg Deirig, I've got to, well, hoping to get to, again, pronunciation not my strong point. I think it's Anoch Beag and Anoch Moor, which means I'll have knocked off 4 Munros and 4 of the tallest mountains in the UK if I get that done today. But it's going to be a bit of a trek because it's a 15-mile route-ish and it's a 12 and a half hour walk according to my map. So we shall see what we shall see. I'm hoping to do it quicker than that because it'll be getting dark by about 7:20, and as long as I'm on the final part of the ascent I don't mind. Sorry, descent. But I don't want to be stuck on the top of the mountain when it's getting dark. Got all my torches and stuff, but I'd really rather not on a proper mountain anyway. So I'll just leave it there for now and hopefully bring you back when we've got maybe a bit of sunshine or a bit more daylight and some views. Catch you in a bit. I've put my jacket on because I'm, I don't know, 3/4 of the way up, maybe a bit more, 3.5, 4 miles in, and the temperature's dropped something chronic. It's absolutely freezing. I've been in a t-shirt up till now, and now it's like, I don't know if you can hear me, blowing a gale, freezing cold, but it's all worth it for the lovely views. I think Mother Nature must dislike me because the last few walks I've been on it's been like this when I get high up. Be a great summit, won't it? Yeah, I can't wait to get to the top. Well, I made it to the top just over 2.5 hours and it's bloody freezing up here, wet and horrible. And look at the views. Well, see for yourself. Bit of a big drop down there. Pleased to say there were no queues like there has been on some of the mountains, especially Snowdon. So well, it could be a set off nice and early. But yeah, there's no views unfortunately, but it's supposed to be nicer tomorrow and I've got another summit tomorrow somewhere, all being well, so can't have it everywhere, but with a bit of luck it'll clear up, and I'm heading over to Cairn Morg Deirig via the Arret route now. Arete, I don't know how to pronounce it, so I'll catch you up shortly. Right, so I'm back on the path. I'll be honest with you. Oh, sorry, you see this a bit white. I'll be honest with you, I'm just taking a bit of a, well, unplanned detour, which I thought was taking me towards the arete, which is the kind of ridge, a bit like Striding Edge, but worse apparently. I was halfway down it, I thought, this can't be right. This is like worse than Crib Goch. It was like bloody lethal. So I changed my mind, turned around, went back up to the top and replotted my route. But I had a bit of a brown trousers moment, if I'm honest with you. As Blackadder would say, I got myself in the stickiest situation since Sticky the stick insect got stuck on a sticky bun. It was pretty scary, and I had to just stop for a minute and just, you know, take stock and just stay calm. I thought one slip, literally one slip. I was on like a ridge going up very steep, and I thought one slip and that's it. I'm not going to stop till I'm a Rob pancake at the bottom of the mountain. Anyway, managed to pick up the path now, as you'll see. It's a bit more obvious. Well, maybe you can't see. But I just bumped into someone coming the opposite way. I was just said, yeah, you're definitely going the right way, and it's not that bad, and there's no one on it. So, no trouble. So, and the wind's dropped, and it's got a bit warmer now. I'm off the top, so thank God for that, because it was bloody freezing up there. It must have been about 3 degrees, and the wind chill was horrible. So, right, let's go do this ridge. I don't know if you can hear me, blowing a right gale up here. This in front of us is the Carmondirg Arete. It's a right ridge, and it's a massive drop to either side. We don't want to fall. Well, this wind is bloody howling, so it's going to be a nice steady one, I think. Watch this space. So, I survived the Carmondirg Arete, which was pretty hairy and pretty lethal drops down either side. Nothing too dangerous, but just these conditions make it a little bit harder, so it's always a bit tricky. So I'm at the top of Carmondirg, which is the 9th highest mountain in the UK. Just a baby at 1,220 metres, but still quite a high one, probably higher than any of the ones in England, so well, there you go. So there's no cairn, but well, there's no trig point, just a cairn. A bit feeble really. So I'm now going to go on to, I can't remember which order, Enoch Beag and Enoch Moor, and then heading back down to Ben Nevis with the campsite. I'm about halfway around. I think, I've no idea how long this is going to take me now, so I've got 7 hours, well 7.5 hours before it gets dark, so I think I should smash it. Might even be back in time for tea. So watch this space and we'll see how I get on. As again, lovely views at the top, that's why I do it. Right, that's Ben Nevis completed. I'm absolutely knackered because, long story, however, I'm going to have a brew first and a shower, and I'll bring you back in 5. Well, I've had a brew, I've had a shower, and I feel, well, I've had something to eat as well, and to be honest with you, I've sat and done nothing all evening apart from eat and drink, so I feel a million times better now. I'm going to sleep tonight. The time is now bloody early, 8:15, and I'm already thinking about getting into bed because I'm absolutely shattered. Yeah, so today the plan was, as you know, to do the Ben Nevis, then do the Can Moor Dieg Arret, and then do Enoch Moor and Enoch Beag, if I'm pronouncing that right. It might be Enoch Moor and Enoch Beag. But unfortunately, due to the, well, OS Maps giving a footpath, which clearly wasn't a footpath, and I don't mean it was a bit dodgy, I mean it was like that, it was like a drop, and I wouldn't, you know, I've done some daft stuff in my time, but it was windy, it was wet, it was horrible. There's no way I was going to risk trying going down there, because I thought if I fall I'm like a bloody idiot, because mountain rescue will go, what the hell were you doing going down there, there's no footpath. So I just decided to sack it off, and take an alternative route down, which involved a few of my signature shortcuts, which, as much as they are cutting the corners and shortcuts, end up being more effort physically than just probably going on the original path in the first place. And I came back via the first part of the footpath I'd started to go up to Ben Nevis. So it was a good one. It was about 14 miles, just short of. It took me about 8.5 hours, which is crazy really, because it only took me just over 2.5 hours to get up to Ben Nevis. So if I'd just gone up and back down again, I'd have been done in like probably 4.5 hours. But I've had a great day, despite the weather being sort of sketchy and a bit dodgy. And I've got some half decent photos considering the weather was so crap. It cleared up a bit on the way back, so I got some decent ones. Tomorrow's a better forecast, so tomorrow I'm going to do Skirg Amaim. Again, don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. That's about a 7-hour 7-hour route. I'm not quite sure of the distance, but that's 1,099 metres, so still higher than England's highest mountain, but nothing in comparison to the ones that I've done today. So I shall bid you good night, and I don't know how I'm going to edit these videos, to be honest with you, so I don't know if I'm going to do one day per video. It all depends on what footage I've got. You know, I like to keep them to 20 minutes, so with a bit of luck it'll be maybe one video per day, or I don't know, we'll see how it goes. So just let's say again, thanks for watching. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, click like, subscribe, all the usual, and I shall see you tomorrow at some point. Cheers guys, see you later.